Have you ever noticed how the very first thing you do in the morning can completely set the tone for how your body feels the rest of the day, especially as we get a little older and our bodies gently ask for a bit more grace? Welcome and thank you for taking a quiet moment for yourself today. When we cross that beautiful milestone of 50, it is so easy to feel overwhelmed by all the loud messages, quick fixes, and extreme health trends out there. But I want to reassure you right from the start that small, consistent habits matter so much more than any sudden, drastic changes. In fact, there is one very simple drink that, when combined with your regular daily routines, many people find incredibly supportive for how their body feels over time. And it is something you probably already have waiting in your kitchen right now. We often hear sweeping claims about miracle drinks that promise the world, but the truth is usually much gentler and much more grounded in basic self-care, which is why today we are talking about something as simple, accessible, and soothing as a warm glass of water with a fresh squeeze of lemon, or perhaps a mild, calming herbal tea like ginger or chamomile. After a long, restorative night of rest, our bodies wake up naturally depleted of fluids, and as we gracefully age, our natural sense of thirst can sometimes become a little less sharp, meaning we might not even realize just how much we need hydration. The moment we open our eyes, drinking a warm, comforting glass of water right after you wake up is a gentle way to replenish that lost moisture, offering your system a quiet, refreshing start before the busyness of the day takes over. This is the part many people overlook. We so often rush straight into our strong morning coffee or tea, completely forgetting that our body has just gone 6 to 8 hours without a single drop of water. So taking a small, deliberate moment to simply hydrate first can help you feel more awake, more present, and more balanced. Beyond just the vital aspect of hydration, many people notice that choosing a warm drink, perhaps with a little bit of fresh lemon, can provide wonderful, gentle support for digestion, as the warmth itself is naturally soothing to the stomach and can help ease your system into the active hours of the day without any sudden shock. It is never about forcing anything or expecting a sudden, magical transformation, but rather about creating a hospitable, kind environment within your own body. Some find that this simple addition to their morning routine helps things move along smoothly and comfortably, quietly reducing that heavy, sluggish feeling we sometimes carry into the late afternoon. Here is why consistency matters more than intensity. Doing one harsh or extreme thing for a few days will never compare to the beautiful, compounding benefits of doing one gentle, supportive thing every single morning for months on end. When you make this warm drink a regular, predictable part of your morning, it also offers a psychological benefit that is deeply tied to our overall well-being, because it gives you a wonderful reason to simply pause, instead of waking up and immediately rushing into the news on the television, scrolling through emails on your phone, or diving straight into household chores. Holding a warm mug in your hands forces you to slow down. Take a deep, grounding breath and just be completely present for a few quiet minutes while the house is still. This natural reduction in morning stress is often associated with better, more thoughtful choices throughout the remainder of the day. Because when you start from a place of calm, you are much more likely to listen to your body's true needs. When it comes to meals, movement, and rest, this small habit can make a difference over time. Over weeks and months, that daily moment of peace and hydration builds a sturdy foundation of self-respect and care that gently influences everything else you do, naturally guiding you toward a more balanced lifestyle. Now, while the title of this video mentions burning belly fat, which is a topic so many of us naturally search for, when we feel frustrated or uncomfortable with our changing bodies, it is so deeply important to understand that no single drink can magically target fat, cause weight loss all on its own, or erase the natural changes that come with living a full life. What this simple morning drink truly does is support your hydration, which can help your body function optimally. And it supports your digestion, which can help you feel less bloated and far more comfortable in your own skin. I am simply here today sharing thoughtful, everyday habits, not speaking as a doctor, nutritionist, or medical professional. So please remember that it is always wise to maintain balanced nutrition and consult a qualified professional for personalized advice, especially when you are looking to make significant changes to your routine or address specific health concerns. As we navigate this wonderful chapter of life after 50, our bodies respond so much better to kindness than they ever did to punishment or extreme restriction. When you hydrate properly every single morning, you might find that your energy levels remain more stable, which in turn makes it just a little bit easier to perhaps take a short, enjoyable walk, enjoy some gentle stretching in the living room, or just stay comfortably active in your garden or around your home. Everything is deeply connected, and the water you consciously drink at 7 in the morning truly plays a role in how you feel at 3 in the afternoon, when that midday slump usually tries to sneak in. It is completely natural to want to feel lighter, more vibrant, and more energetic. And true vitality usually comes from listening to your body, rather than constantly fighting against it. Imagine replacing the endless frustration of exhausting diet culture with a simple, quiet commitment to just taking care of yourself in small, manageable ways. You wake up, you pour the warm water, you squeeze the fresh lemon, and you take a moment to genuinely appreciate the body that has safely carried you through 5 beautiful decades of life, which is a truly remarkable thing. Some mornings you might forget, or you might just want your coffee right away. And that is perfectly fine, because this is about creating a lifelong forgiving rhythm, not a rigid set of rules that you have to follow perfectly without fail. This is the part many people overlook, simply giving themselves the grace to be human. It is not about being perfect every single day. It is about gently, lovingly returning to those small habits that make you feel good over and over again. As you stand by the window and sip your warm water, you can think about the day ahead. Maybe write down a passing thought or two, or simply watch the sun come up and listen to the birds outside. Many people find that when they are properly hydrated from the very start of the day, they do not mistake thirst for hunger nearly as often, which naturally and gently supports a much more balanced approach to eating throughout the day without having to overthink it. And when your digestion is feeling quietly supported by that warm, soothing fluid, you are far less likely to experience the sluggish discomfort that makes you want to just sit on the couch all evening. It is these tiny, interconnected, almost invisible shifts that eventually create a lasting sense of overall wellness and daily comfort. Here is why consistency matters more than intensity. Your body genuinely loves predictability. It loves knowing that it will be hydrated, that it will be nourished, and that it will not be subjected to the unnecessary stress of sudden drastic changes or highly restrictive plans. When you establish this gentle, quiet morning routine, you are continually sending a powerful signal of safety and care to your entire system. Think about the simple sensory experience of this habit. Taking the time to listen to the sound of the water pouring, taking in the fresh, bright citrus scent of the lemon, and feeling the comforting warmth radiating through the ceramic mug and into your hands. This small habit can make a difference over time, not just physically, but emotionally, because it reminds you every single morning that you are always worth the time it takes to care for yourself. Remember that true well-being is not about a specific number on a scale or trying to look a certain way to please others. It is about feeling strong enough to comfortably hold your grandchildren, having the steady energy to pursue your favorite hobbies, and enjoying your days with a deep sense of peace and comfort in your own skin. That is the real goal we are all quietly working toward. So tomorrow morning, before the world wakes up and demands your attention, take 5 slow, quiet minutes just for you. Pour that warm water, breathe deeply, and start your day with intention, warmth, and care. Long-term well-being always comes from these small, steady, loving habits, rather than any quick, fleeting solutions we might be tempted by. If you found this helpful, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Take care and start your morning gently.